Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that eBay mix-up. Like I said, this was supposed to be a Lionel 2000 with an electronic tender, and what arrived was a pre-war Marx 391 and a really rusted tender. In any case, a few seconds of judicious lubrication and tuning, and this locomotive is up and running. Just absolutely splendidly, as you can see. Forward and reverse. So the E unit's working. Even has the original headlight in it. Now this locomotive is about 75 years old. And not in deplorable condition, but as you can see, covered in rust. But actually, I could touch this up in just a matter of a few minutes. Anyway, the thing is, it's running. So I'm very likely going to keep it, at least until I hear from him after whoever ordered this got the Lionel 2000. But as you see, it's running. So anyway, I'm going to put this on a consist and take it around and see how it runs, or even if it'll pull a consist for that matter. I just got this lubricated and running. So a Marx 391 with its tender, $10.50, but was supposed to be a Lionel 2000. So let's give this a shot, see how it goes. Marx 391 pre-war, pulling 16 Lionel cars. It's a lot of weight for that little locomotive to pull. Anyway, I pulled the motor out of it, got it freed up, lubed it, scraped the contactor, scraped one of the wheels. It's up and running, even has the original light bulb, and it's working, which is just absolutely amazing. So, what this thing needs now is to run. So I'll give it a few more drops of oil and run it. Probably put it on a lighter consist so it's not struggling so much. It's a lot of weight for this little locomotive to pull. In any case, it is up and running, as you can see. So, like I said, this is not what I bought, so I'm just going to wait to hear from the guy that sold it. But both of the markers are intact. This one has been pushed down into the shell. So I'll have to pull that out, clean it up, and actually a bit of work. This actually wouldn't be a bad locomotive. It runs well. It needs to run. I mean, I just got this thing running just a few minutes ago. It has been sitting for decades, as you can tell. But the E unit's working. It's running. It's able to pull 16 Lionel cars. So it needs to run, no doubt. And that tab and slot is bent, hanging down way too far, as you can see. All right, that's better. Anyway, a bit of judicious lubrication and some touch-up. This actually wouldn't be a bad locomotive. The tender, on the other hand, is, you know, there's no way to de-rust it. I can spray it with WD-40, but it's never going to look great again. But it has 3/16 trucks, tilt in the back, of course, tab and slot in the front, plus the trucks. And this one's weighted. As you can hear, the weights come loose. There's usually a couple big steel plates inside these things to give them weight. So, in any case, not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. It is running, that's the important part, and it is an old locomotive. This is pre-war. Like I said, 70 plus years old. And running, forward and reverse. That's the neat thing about it. With its original headlight, no less. And the markers. So anyway, just a quick follow-up on the 391. It applies, I guess, don't overlook the junk, but this is not what I bought. Like I said, this was supposed to be a Lionel 2000 with an electronic tender. The electronic tender, I'm sure, didn't work. It was in fairly bad condition. But for $10.50, I figured I couldn't go wrong even if I used it all for parts. But in this case, what it wound up being was a Marx 391. So, in any case, I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. But it's up and running, whatever happens. So, just a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.